Raptors contender. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, no, wait, say it. Do it. Run the real quick.
Raptors.
Hey, contenders, dog. That's
sir.
Yes, that's a contender. Yes,
How
absolutely.
dare y'all.
Their offense has been very good.
Crazy good. Yo, shout out to Siakam. Oh, and they shooting crazy.
And they have yet to be healthy. They've yet to been healthy. The whole team is yet to be healthy. You wait when that whole team's together. Contenders. And let me just say this. My man up here talking about Herb Jones. I'm gonna be on ESPN, I think, with Richard Jefferson next, telling you OG Anunoby, all NBA team.
Crazy.
Contender for Defensive Player of the Year.
All defensive team. Yeah.
So here's the problem that we're having with that. Well, OG, like you just said, being on the all-league defense. Meanwhile, Scotty Barnes said he's the best defender in the league. So two people can't be in a room saying that they're the best.
Yes, they can.
Two people can't be in a room at the same time saying that they're the best.
That's a good problem to have.
It is a great problem to have. It's a great problem to have. Absolutely.
Man, that defense is crazy, man.
It's absolutely. And I don't think we talk nearly enough about Nick Nurse and how good he is as a coach and his scheme.
Absolutely.
Just
Do you know that Nick Nurse has like 10 times more defensive sets than the average NBA coach?
I'm sure he does. He throws a bunch of different. He throws a bunch of different things.
Crazy basketball IQ. And I'll pat myself on the back. I told you Koloko was nice.
Koloko is also nice too.
Told you Koloko was nice.
I done caught a couple of their games, and I was like, bro, defensively, this team is like ridiculous.
They can get it.
They cover so much ground in such a small amount of time. It's ridiculous.
There's a part. That's what I'm kind of leaning to a dub, because there's a part of me that doesn't want to get sucked into this, because what's going to happen is the playoffs is going to come around and they're going to end up in the first round running up, having a 4 seed, and they're going to run up on like Chicago or something like that and get smoked in round one. I'm saying Chicago as just. I just said Chicago. I just said Chicago.
I know who they have on there.
But you listen.
No.
DeMar DeRozan be held to 0 points.
Absolutely not.
Once again, I said Chicago. I said Chicago. Can I finish, please? I said Chicago as an example. I didn't mean Chicago. I just said Chicago as an example. But I'm not sure that I'm ready to get sucked into this Toronto logic, because as long as
LeBron ain't there, Toronto has a shot. And if they could trade your favorite point guard Van Vliet for somebody, we'd be good.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. If everybody was healthy last year, they might have beat Philly. If we gonna keep it all the way 1,000.
If we gonna keep it nasty, bro.
Based on what? Based on what? The reason why they got dominated was because of Embiid. They ain't had no bigs. That's what killed them.
And that's fine. But one thing is, if they and Harden was good at facilitating, but he wasn't making the shots. Siakam and OG was based. They were just out hustling them and getting to where they needed to get to. Also, Doc Rivers is Coach Nurse and Doc Rivers. That is like
so. What is that? Like a 5 point. So no. What does them being healthy have to do with it? Because you just basically told us that Doc Rivers was going to be the reason why they lost. Because Tone, you and I had this conversation. You and I had this conversation, Tone, last year that Doc Rivers was going to get out coached in that series, which he did, by the way.
Which he did, yeah.
Which he did, by the way.
This team is better than last year's. This team is better than last year's.
Can I ask y'all one question though? Do you guys, because in the postseason you need to rely on your stars dramatically. Do you guys think that Pascal Siakam or anyone on that team is capable of being a number one guy to get them through a playoff series?
That's a good question.
That's my biggest concern, because it won't be. It can't be just Siakam. Siakam's a great, a phenomenal 2. He as your number one option. I think if Scotty Barnes can take another step in the second half of the season and they can share that responsibility, they have a shot. Siakam on his own, no.
I don't see it with Scotty Barnes. This offensive potential.
Yeah, the offense. I'm not sold on Scotty yet.
I don't see this number one.
Now I agree though. If they trade Fred VanVleet,
no, that's what I said. He's not. I said if he takes a step, him and Siakam can share it. But
think about Scotty
as number one.
I'm not convinced.
The thing about Scotty is he's not like ever going to be a high volume scorer. So Scotty's going to be like a dude where he's going to score 19, 20.
He's going to do it on both ends, but he's going to have 19, 8 assists, and 11 rebounds. Like he's going to do it all. Yeah.
Because he's a very great playmaker as well. So he's kind of like that Swiss Army knife that's going to do everything for you.
And Siakam, as an All NBA performer, he's proven that he could be a number one on a playoff team. He hasn't proven that he could be a number one on a championship contender. And that's a guy that's getting us out of round 1. That's a guy that's moving us forward.
Brooklyn about to blow up, man. Go get KD, man. Go and get him, man.
That's a good spot. Really good spot.
Go ahead and make the trade.
Listen, if Toronto doesn't have to give up Siakam or Scotty Barnes to get a superstar, I said this to Chill a couple of weeks ago. That's where I'd want to go because you have the best group of role players that can do a bunch of different stuff and play D, so you can focus on whatever it is you want to do. It would be a great landing spot for anybody.
You're not one of those Toronto fans who would not trade.
He's such a homer.
No. Hold on. Wait.
If KD became available, you got a first Scotty Barnes.
I wouldn't trade who?
Scotty Barnes?
It depends on listen, I'm not a fan, but I will say this. I will trade anybody for anybody. There's no one who's off the table because it just depends what I'm getting back.
All right, so
I'm just saying what I'm saying is you mentioned KD. If KD came to that team with Siakam and Barnes, that would make them more dangerous.
Barnes is not there.
There's no way.
No Barnes.
There's no way Toronto. You got to give up one of them. You're gonna have to do that.
KD, it's not worth it. Then it's just it's not worth it.
No way that that's happening. Tone,
you
are fired as a GM. You are fired as a GM.
No, I selected the best.
I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now, as the GM of the GM of the Brooklyn of the Toronto Raptors, if you say no to Kevin Durant for Scotty Barnes, with the way that this team is rolling right now,
Barnes and Siakam.
No. We're talking about both of them. One of those two guys.
Then what's the question? Hold on.
Okay, let's say Barnes and Fred and
probably Koloko has to be.
And Koloko, yeah.
Barnes, Koloko, and Fred VanVleet for KD. Yeah, I'm making that. Of course, I'm making that trade.
Okay, all right.
Of course, I'm making that trade.
Yeah, because
no. I said if you can keep ideally, if you can keep Barnes and Siakam and get KD, that team now becomes favored in the East. But if you have to give up both of them, it's not worth it.
Brooklyn doesn't have anything to give Toronto without them having to give up either Barnes or Siakam. They don't have anything. So one of those two guys.
No, but I think the money. Listen, I know the money works, but like a Fred, OG, and another piece for KD.
No, click.
No, we want Barnes. We want Barnes.
Click.
Yeah, take Barnes.
Hold on. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. You say click, but that's the reason they couldn't trade him in the offseason is because they were asking too much.
But it's getting.
So if he wants out and they want him out, listen. We've seen you guys know this. We've seen bad deals. We've seen deals where they didn't match up. Well, it happens all the time.
Right. More times than not, when you trade a superstar, you're not going to get back what you gave up. Right.
You're talking about the Raptor team who traded Vince Carter for Aaron Williams, and a bag of donuts. Like bad trades are made often.
Joy, wait,